Alright, we're back for episode 5 of our Pod Play podcast. I am Dread, or Kevin, or KG, or whatever you want to call me.
I am Gary, or Easy.
Alright, so this episode, hopefully it's a little shorter, but we're going to cover TLC, our review on TLC, what we thought about the show, and we're going to rate each match. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your wrestling fan friends, and hopefully we'll keep doing this. And so, to begin the show, the question of the video is, what was your favorite match in TLC? So, my segue to that is, we'll begin with the first match of the night, which was the tag team ladder match between the New Day, the Usos, and the Lucha Dragons, which was my favorite match of the night.
That was your favorite match of the night?
That was my favorite match of the night.
I would agree that it stole the show of the night.
Stole the show of the night.
I mean, it stole. It stole.
Yeah.
Like every single match had to top that match. And honestly, to tell you the truth, no match topped that match.
I honestly think that match was the best TLC match we've seen since the old school Edge Christian, Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys days.
It was great. They had their pops. They had their moments, I would say. But for me, I would have to go with Ambrose and Owens, just because of the outcome of that match.
Right. I'll give you. When we talk about that match, I'll tell you why that wasn't my favorite of the night. There's a specific reason, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Gotcha.
But so for this match, we had some crazy spots. I'm gonna highlight it right now. Top it off with the Kalisto Selena del Sol over the ladder onto the other ladder. That was quite possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That was amazing. I will admit. I didn't think. I knew he was gonna have a pop that night, and I knew he was gonna have a spot somewhere. I just didn't know where it was gonna come from. And having that ladder position with the other ladder was awesome. And
I didn't expect it, but when he was setting up for it, I was like, no. And then bam, he hit it.
So that was your favorite moment of the night?
That was my favorite moment of the night, but another hilarious moment was when Oh, that was great. But I was gonna say when Big E bench pressed, who was it? Sin Cara was up there, and Kofi, I think, was up there.
Sin Cara and Kalisto.
They were both climbing the ladder. They were climbing the ladder. Big E bench presses the ladder and just throws him off of it, and then Kalisto jumped on the Usos, was it?
Yep.
But it was awesome.
That was a trombone. Love the trombone moment.
When he threw the trombone at his back.
Trombone at his back.
What did he say? He's like, this match is no DQ. He jumped up there and threw the trombone. New Day's awesome. And they had a segment on Raw. I guess I'll throw this in with the match. They had a segment on Raw where they were congratulating everybody. And I was like, that's cool. Show respect.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like the New Day. And then they were the New Day.
Yep. I will give them the credit. They were the New Day.
But that match was awesome. And I really hope we see a Lucha Dragon title run soon.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I think those two teams can really make.
So I'm generous, I guess, in this rating, but I just love the match so much. I gave it a 4.5.
4.5 stars.
4.5 out of 5.
5 stars.
What would you give it?
I'm gonna have to give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it had everything that we wanted in a match, but I didn't really see any botches. Throughout most of the match, it was really great. Everyone had their spot. But yeah, I give it a 4. I mean, you really have to impress me if you want to get a 5. Like, it has to be really impressive.
So the next match of the night was Ryback versus Rusev, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this because I didn't care.
No.
Like we were talking about this earlier. They gave Rusev the win, which was a League of Nations. That's literally the only reason why this match made any slight bit of sense.
Yes.
To be on the card at all.
I mean,
first of all, the pre-show was Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. I would have much rather seen that than this match.
Yeah, they really. I think they should have.
They should have been on the pre-show. I gave this match a 1 star because it didn't make any sense to be on the card. It came out of nowhere.
I mean, I literally told you the day before that was gonna happen.
Right.
And you were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like predicted to be in there."
I didn't even know the match was on the card.
It's just
But yeah, so I couldn't care less about the match. It was a boring match. The only good thing that came out of it was that the League of Nations got a win out of it.
Yep. I'll give them credit for the.
What was your rating? We'll move on.
I guess I'll go with the half a star.
Half a star. You're even meaner than I was. But yeah. All right. So next match, Alberto Del Rio versus Swagger. This is another match that I didn't care about at all, but the match itself made me care a little bit because it was somewhat entertaining. Again, it didn't make much sense story-wise. Like, it made sense in reality, in the fact that they had to split Coulter and Del Rio with the League of Nations. So I just got hit by an unprettier, and I'm gonna lose already.
No, you still have a lot of health left. Oh God, no, you didn't.
Yeah, no, I got wrecked. But anyway, Christian needs to calm down. But yeah, it made sense to split Rio and Coulter. So I guess they had to do this, and Swagger took some nasty chair shots in this match.
Oh my God, I love the ending. That was actually my favorite part of the entire match, was the ending, how it ended.
Yeah, I like his little slide at the end.
Yes.
Please don't be a submission. I can't break out of this. But yeah, so that match I will give a 2.5. I give it a 2.5 because of it didn't mean much to me, but the match itself gave it that 2.5 because the match was somewhat entertaining. What would you give it?
2.
2. All right. So the next match is Wyatt's versus Team ECW in an elimination tag match. It's an elimination tables match.
It was elimination tables. Yes, it was.
So what do you think about this match?
I thought it had the potentials of stealing the show. Well, it didn't because of the, the tag match in the very beginning with the regular ladder match.
Right.
But yeah, I thought it had the potential of stealing the show. I actually called it from the original podcast how I said it was going to end.
Damn,
which was going to be
destroying me.
3-0, and the only person getting eliminated was Eric Rowan.
You called it exactly. If you go back and watch the last episode, he called the people that were in it. He called who's going to be eliminated. And
the only thing I didn't call was like who will get eliminated on Team Extreme side, because
I think the one thing
I just knew they were going to lose.
We didn't. I didn't expect Braun Strowman to be the one to like finish it off, but
no, I didn't. It just came out of nowhere.
Now I like the star power in this match. I like Wyatt's finally getting a win under their belt. They needed that. What do I need? I need to be on.
You need to be off of it.
Yeah.
Or you need to be on him.
I like that they finally got a win. You know?
They needed that. They really needed the win to start putting them over as a...
I wish it wasn't over the Dudleys, but it makes sense, I guess. You know?
I think the Dudleys are there to put people over.
Right. But I thought the match could be better, to be honest. I didn't think the match was that good. And the thing that really bothered me was the tease of lighting the table on fire.
Oh my God.
You can't tease that. You gotta do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with WWE being PG-13, I mean, they're still letting people get away with the blood, which is really cool because we see some really bloody matches so far. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get to it later on, but Raw. Whew, Roman Reigns took a nice shot. I will give him credit. He took a really nice shot.
This match, their match on Raw, the Extreme Tag Team match, that was way better than the TLC match.
Which again we'll get back to a little later.
I thought that was better, but yeah. So I gave the match a 3-star based on just who was in the match because I think the match itself could have been better.
The match itself could have been better, but I'll give it 3.5 stars. I'm gonna go one up on you on that one. 3.5 stars for me. So
move on to the next match, which is Ambrose versus Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, you said this was your favorite match of the night.
Yes.
And you said it's because Ambrose wins the title?
Ambrose wins the title. I mean, it was really nice to finally see. I mean, I love Kevin Owens as the Intercontinental Champion, but I really feel like he can go on to bigger and better things.
I'm not going to let Cena get you.
Thank you. But I feel like Owens could go for bigger and better things, and hopefully that's what this is. Hopefully this is a push for Owens to go for bigger and better things.
Right. I think the rivalry continues based on what happened on Raw, but I agree. I hope this is a... Well, there's Cena going through the ropes.
What? I don't...
Okay.
Never mind.
I hope this is the way that they get Kevin Owens out of the Intercontinental title picture and into the main event picture.
Yes, that's one reason why I really love the moment.
All right, so what I was saying earlier, there's one reason why this match wasn't my favorite of the night, and the reason is because there wasn't enough leading up to the match, in my opinion.
It was
Like, I mean, it's an awesome match, but there was not really a rivalry in there.
Well, again, the rivalry started back with the championship title run when because they technically faced
in
each
the
other
tournament, right?
in the tournament.
Yeah, they didn't really feel like a rivalry, you know. It felt like they just faced each other.
Yeah,
So that was my only gripe, but otherwise, I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed it a lot. I gave it a 3.5. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 4 because it was a tremendous match. I gave it a 3.5 originally because of my opinions on the rivalry, but I think the match itself, it was a great match.
Again, I'll give it a 3.5.
So the next match is Charlotte versus Paige for the Divas Championship. Now I gave this match I'm gonna give it a 3, based on it was a good match. It was a good Divas match. We haven't had a really good Divas match in a while, but I felt like the match could have been better, and I'm also kind of tired of seeing
the same match.
Yeah, Charlotte and Paige. I feel like we need a new opponent for Charlotte, and I like what they're doing with Dirty Charlotte with Ric Flair, and I hope this leads to Charlotte versus Becky. That's my only hope. If they do that, then it's great. Like, that's perfect writing, I think, because that's a great way to turn her heel. No.
Hey.
But yeah, so
Dan Bryan wins.
I gave it a 3 stars. What do you give it?
I'll give it 3 stars. Yes, because I also like Bad Charlotte right now. It's that this is what's making the Divas a little bit more interesting. Is now that I feel like you have 2 heels, but I also feel like Paige is turning face again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Paige.
Paige is like back and forth. Is she gonna be like the Austin of this era with Divas, where she's supposed to be heel?
That's going a little far, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Could be a double turn. Could be Paige face, Charlotte heel. I hope Charlotte does face Becky. I hope Becky wins the title and then faces Sasha, because we need Sasha. I want a triple threat triple threat women's championship match between Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky at WrestleMania.
I want a fatal 4-way between Paige, Charlotte, Sasha.
See, I'd be cool with that too.
And Becky.
But I really want a triple threat. You know what? No, I want a fatal 4-way with the 4 horsewomen. Bring Bayley up.
Bayley gets moved up for WrestleMania?
That's my WrestleMania match.
I like it.
I want that. But alright, so we'll be back and we'll talk about the main event and what we thought about the events on Raw. Alright, so we're back and we will be talking now about the main event of TLC, which was Sheamus versus Roman Reigns in a TLC match.
Which what we got going on right here.
Without the TLC. But,
exactly.
Alright, so coming into this match, I was pissed, to be honest. I didn't want to see Sheamus versus Reigns. I really did not.
Why not?
Because I don't care about either one of these guys.
These are the 2 top dudes in our company right now.
That's... Literally, the rest of the card was more interesting outside of Ryback and Rusev.
I was like, even Ryback and Rusev?
The rest of the card was way... Oh, I didn't pick a weapon. The rest of the card was way more interesting coming into this match. And honestly, the match itself, I didn't enjoy it really that much.
Why is that?
It just not much happened. I don't like TLC matches when there's just like 2 big dudes that don't do much,
you
know?
high flying in your TLC, I see.
Yeah, put some high flying in my TLC, please. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh,
ooh,
you're faster.
Ooh, sledgehammer too. I thought it was a kendo stick.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, the match was, I didn't like it, but I didn't expect much going into it. So it ended up being okay. It was alright, you know?
Just alright for you.
Yeah, like the story leading up to it, Sheamus cashes in on Reigns. Honestly, the only person that I wanted champion less than Reigns is Sheamus.
Well,
and Sheamus cashed it in. Uh-oh. But yeah. So what did you think about the match?
I enjoyed it for what it was. Now, going into this match, I did not have a high expectation. I mean, I knew that there was going to be some interference with League of Nations, Let's see. I knew there was gonna be interference with League of Nations.
Nope.
Ooh.
I'm glad that there was interference, but then
Yeah, I mean, it shows that he's building his team to.
originally this was my thought, and I was incorrect. I'm gonna say I wanted interference. I wanted League of Nations to interfere, which they did, and I was happy about. And then I wanted Reigns' family to interfere and fight the League. I was mad when they didn't, but it makes more sense now with how they went about everything, you know?
Well, it does make sense, but I didn't think that they were going to do it just for the simple fact that, like, he's the face, so it should be like he doesn't get help.
Right. Yeah, but it didn't make sense that he had help. He had friends in the back to help him. But I'm glad they didn't because, alright, what would you give the match? The match itself, just the match.
Match itself, I would have to go with 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I gave it the same, 2.5. But the ending after the match, when Reigns completely demolished everybody, that's 4 or 5 star material right there. That's how you write Roman Reigns.
But the thing is, I like that because I feel like Roman Reigns is like the protege of John Cena, where he becomes super and it's like impossible to stop him.
But you know what? They were trying to make him the protege of John Cena by making him this nice guy, which he shouldn't be.
No,
I'm not saying he should be heel. I like face Roman, but he needs to be a badass that just destroys everything, like he did.
What he did at the end of that, I liked it a lot, just because it seemed like, for me, how can I put this in a term? Like, when he went and destroyed Triple H and just beat up everyone, didn't care because he felt like he was gonna get fired and he was tired of being screwed over.
Right.
I like that idea because it gives him character.
Right.
You feel
Jesus.
Destroying you.
But yeah, that's how you write Reigns. That's what we've been wanting to see from Reigns. We don't want, what was it that he said? Sucker and succotash or something like that. Like, we don't want that from him. That's stupid.
Ducky Duck over here.
I don't know. He said something stupid like that, some tater tot or something. I don't even know what he was talking about. But like, this is the Reigns that we need, and the Reigns that showed up on Monday Night Raw, that's the Reigns we need. Yes. A man that punches Vince McMahon in the face. That's the Roman Reigns we need.
The chairman of
That's
the
Roman Reigns everybody wants to see. Everybody was booing Roman Reigns in the Rumble because WWE was forcing down our throat just this creation that they made that nobody liked.
I don't know if you noticed this, but the same arena that booed Roman Reigns for winning the Royal Rumble was the same arena cheering for Roman Reigns when he won the title on Monday Night Raw.
And that's see, like, people want to say, oh, the WWE universe, they don't like anything, but that's not true. That's a perfect example of, you write something,
who you give us.
You write something good, people will react to it.
Yes.
If you just force something, it's not gonna work. And Roman Reigns was forced last year. This was a beautiful creation that they made, and it's just like, you could have something like Roman Reigns and Sheamus, which I didn't care less, and they made me care.
I feel like with the Sheamus character, if he had a different character, it would be better. I'm
gonna admit, I'm not a fan of Sheamus, but he didn't disappoint me. You know, like, I think he did well in the main event picture.
Sheamus puts up matches night in and night out. I will give.
But even his persona was kind of corny, you know. But I think he was a good heel for Roman.
I feel like he wants to be corny. I feel like he wants to be like what New Day is and try to be.
Yeah, but see, that's stupid though. I don't like that.
It doesn't fit him.
Especially if he's a WWE champion.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the way
he is. I'm glad he wasn't that goofball when he was the WWE champion. And that Sheamus 515 thing, I love that. That was hilarious.
It was funny. I will.
But yeah, so I think they wrote this perfectly, and I hope they continue to write it perfectly. You know, I hope they continue to make Roman Reigns this guy who just destroys the Authority. I know they're gonna have a Roman Reigns Triple H feud very soon. I hope it's not at the Rumble. I think that's too fast, in my opinion. I think they need to have Reigns terrorize the Authority for a while.
Reigns versus Triple H at.
I hope it's at Mania, but not for the title. I hope like Triple H screws him out of the championship or something like that, and then they go at it.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, bring Brock. Authority brings Brock Lesnar back. He destroys Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns just destroys the Authority back. You know, something like that. Like, I like Roman Reigns as champion as long as he has this personality.
I will love to see him with this title as his personality.
So, I don't know. I hope. Who do you think? Royal Rumble's coming out. Do you think Roman Reigns goes all the way to Mania
As champion?
as champion?
Well, if it's the way that we want it, no, he doesn't.
See, I wouldn't mind Roman Reigns. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Roman Reigns main eventing this WrestleMania based on his character right now. Because there could be a lot. There could be a lot of. Oh Jesus! There could be a lot that can be done to make a successful Roman Reigns WrestleMania.
You know who I like to see? At WrestleMania?
Who's that?
Roman Reigns versus The Rock. I don't know how they're gonna build this one, but I like
Honestly,
to see that.
I
Cousin
wouldn't.
versus cousin. The Rock comes back.
I wouldn't. I'm in the Punk camp, which not as extreme as he is, but I don't like.
But I feel like with The
part-timers.
Rock, with his cousin, he will put him over just to give him more legitimacy.
No, yeah, but I don't want that. I don't want so many part-timers. We got Undertaker, we got Brock. I think that's enough.
I don't know. Taker will be back.
I don't know. We'll see, but I think that's enough. But so TLC as a whole, what would you give it
Overall,
out of
pay-per-view?
5 stars? Pay-per-view.
3.
3.
3. 3.5 ending. 3.5 to a 4-star ending the way it did.
I wouldn't give it a 4. I'd probably give it a 3. I could be convinced to give it a 3.5. I think the card was good. The whole card was good, I think. The main event was meh, but it ended great. So I could give it 3. I could give it 3.5. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Again, please leave a like, subscribe. We appreciate you listening. If you want to leave comments, you want to leave suggestions on what we should talk about,
Hope
please
you guys
do
had
so.
as much fun as we did.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Have a good night.